The beautiful ascending ones. Oh. Well, hi, Mr. Man. Hi, Mr. Ginger Face One. Hi. Oh. So, we got through Christmas. We got through the New Year. It's not New Year, but like, we got through January the 1st. And it's really kicking off, isn't it? With everybody's belief systems around all different types of themes, whether it be AI or feminism. This was an interesting one for me because I'm realizing more and more I step into my own feminine, which I grew up really believing that, I was just, in the end, I was like a boyish lesbian, a boyish woman who liked women. And that was enough label for me. And in that time, I've worked alongside a lot of men during the time I was a bouncer. And so really, my brain has been wired like a guy. And I'm realizing more and more, why that is. And it's that fear of actually really stepping into my feminine. Because what does that mean? When a woman steps into her feminine, essentially, it's the woman stepping into her strength. I mean, the anagram of which is woman in total charge of herself. This is what the patriarchy is scared of. And this is what, by design, we have been separated. But what I'm finding now is that, in the past, I would notice, women coming together, the feminist movement, and I had the same thinking as men, which was just like, oh, it's just dramatic. Women, they like, we're all the same and blah, 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 blah. And the same program narrative. When now I'm stepping into my femininity in the realms of menopause and my womb actually gathering its wisdom in which it came here to gather at my age, where we are tricked and lied to regarding our menopause and the twin that is the throat and the wisdom of women. When we get to a certain age, we are tricked into thinking that is the end. And actually, it's like a new initiation, almost like an adolescent teenager or an unprogrammable being. Because women are waking up to the technology in their wombs. And when they gather together, whether they know it or not, are coming in online to realize what lie we have been stuck in. How far into the lie did you get? But more specifically, how far into the lie did you get if you were a man when it comes to feminism? Now, feminism, I was always pointing, I was a lesbian, you don't like men, you don't want to sleep with men, you're a lesbian. Okay, all right, I'll take that label, all right. Feminist, I don't know if I am, but then I'm realising the feminist is, a radical idea that a woman is a person. Women are people too. You imagine? We are all born feminists. We are all born loving our mummies and loving nature innately. And we're all born into that equality. But we have been programmed so deeply, generation after generation, to separate this energetics from our masculine and feminine energies within us. And, what I'm trying to create here after, delivering 2 babies on this land. I mean, I don't want to say deliver. It's not a pizza. But, really stepping into that womb power of leadership as women. Because essentially, this is what is coming online for women. Their wombs are like activating leadership. Because right now, the communities that are coming up, we're learning to grow food, we're teaching our children how to grow food, but we're also teaching our sons how to treat their little sisters and their little girls around them, their peers, and bringing in that child-led education. And with child-led education, the world will be led by mamas, essentially, as they follow the child, as seeing how the child wants to be led, leaving the child alone to do what they feel innately to do, with guidance, with gentle guidance from the mother. And this is the new conscious parenting in which we are creating now. And to be honest with you, I've stepped into this world and I'm like, oh, this is all new. Actually, you know, I know people who have got 30-year-olds now who were raised on land like this in England. You know, born in a bender, wood fires, now they're 30 years old and with their own children on the same land. So it is happening. It's been happening silently by women for over 30 years. And this is the quiet revolution. And it's really interesting. I saw a meme the other day and I was like, so with the feminist movement, it's like men are lucky that all we want is equality instead of revenge. You know, the statistics that I'm hearing about with the energetics around sexual abuse and stuff like that. I know personally, intimately and not, you know, my past girlfriends and everything like that. But I know, as a woman, and I did not know how common it was, but because it's never happened to me. I was a fighter. I didn't get raped. I fought men. And in this time, every single woman has a friend, maybe multiple friends, or all their friends they know, or all the women they know, friends who are women, have all got a story of sexual abuse or misconduct from men. And we're saying, oh, not all men. Okay. And then there's the statistics, but there's this amount of men doing this and there's this amount of rape and it's all with men. It's all that. And there's a lot of statistics that make us go, fuck. Yeah, not all men, but shit. Oh, not all men, yeah, but fucking shit. So when I say most women have friends, women, who've got a story of either rape or sexual abuse, either by the family, people they know, or, you know, clubs, out, walking alone at night, blah-de-blah. Show me the men and their rapist friends. Show me the men who have their rapist friends. Do they know? Or are they covering up? Programmed to be quiet. You don't want to look bad with your brother. You don't want to like call your brother out. You don't want to call your friends out. I worked on a door, trust me. I was somebody that covered up a lot when I knew shit was going on. And I'm a woman. And that fear of speaking up and rocking boats. Every man right now is being asked to choose. Because every man right now needs to step into his feminist energetics and learn about the woman, learn about the womb, learn about your girlfriend's bleed, learn about like all that comes with that. And men coming together and bitching about women, that's witch hunting. There's groups of men witch hunting. And that I'm watching on the social media, it's going deeper and deeper and deeper. And groups of men coming together with communities of how to rape women. Now, yeah, not all men. Yeah, not all men, but there's things like this. Cover-ups. Ask yourself, if you're a man watching this, you know some of your brothers that have behaved very suspiciously when it comes to their conduct with women. I know. When I started finding all this out, I'm realising more and more that most of my friends have like got that within them. Because maybe I had that within me. That predatory energetics of how we look at women. So I haven't done a video in a long time. And I thought it was really nice. Blue skies. It's absolutely freezing. My ears are really cold. I'm going to go and get back in to my warm yurt in a minute. But I wanted to touch on this subject because I'm starting to get the veil lifted from my own eyes as how I am very dominant in the masculine side of things, and only now just stepping into my feminine. I'm literally like I feel like I've had a sex change from man to woman, to be quite honest, in the last year, and lifting the veil on what, how deep the programming goes. And a lot of our choices are all coming from trauma, all coming from fear, to rock boat, to lose our safety, to lose our homes, to not feel safe where we live, and blah de blah de blah, to not feel safe with our partners or our family. It's rife. And this is what I see in 2026 coming into quite a chaotic, hectic, dangerous kind of space in which men are getting so triggered and taking things personally. When we talk about rape, when we talk about things, and if you're a man and you're present to that, when your girlfriend or like somebody your sister, your mother, whatever it is, starts talking about that, the men must they can't keep going. Not all men. Sexual misconduct for women is not a woman's issue. It's a man's issue, man. It is a man's issue. We've got to look at that. Where are you as a man stepping up and calling your brother out? Call him out. Next time he wolf whistles a girl or says something. This is the other thing on the door. I knew it. I was the biggest banter of misogynistic stuff, because it was the way that I would be accepted by the boys, by my father, by my brother. Yeah, I've got the banter, and because I'm a woman, I had to be even more hectic with it, because then I got fully trusted and I was safe, especially as a bouncer. You want to be in there with your boys because you won't feel, they won't protect you. So dare we, and dare you as men, call your brother out and start speaking to each other on a level to say, this is not cool, man. This is not cool. We're blessed, but we're in for quite a ride, 2026, when it comes to the masculine and feminine within us and with every man and woman. And let us understand where we are separating ourselves. But women are stepping up now and going, no more, stop it, no more, stop it, no more, stop it. It's time to worship the womb, worship the mother. And guide our little girls. And teach our little boys how to treat girls and women, their mothers. I give thanks if my videos at all resonate. This is quite a long one, I think. Yeah, 15 minutes. If they at all resonate, please like and subscribe. Smash the like button. And if you want to donate to the Ginger Nuts and myself, it's always really, really appreciated. Let's bring some codes to clear on this day. Any inhibitions, any fear we have for calling our fellow human being out on their misogynistic ways. And men who just follow like sheep. And that's the thing, men are the biggest followers like sheep. Women are not. When it comes down to it, women don't want to follow. They want to be in their bodies. You know, I'm realizing we're so different. We are so different. We are so wired differently, you know. And this is why I say, you know, we're lucky that women just want equality right now and not revenge, because the more and more I hear about the stories of every single woman, every single little girl, every grandmother. And as a woman, I'm getting angry. I've never, ever been somebody that, even as a lesbian, who has hated men. I've always had their back. I've always protected. Saying, stop man bitching people, love, you know, don't, you know, it's not all their fault, you know, blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, protect them from, I don't know what, you know? But that energetics of even me as a woman thinking a woman's dramatic, she's like screaming banshee, she needs to sort herself out, you know, she's a bit of, you know, crazy lady, you know, spinster lady with the cats, you know, I'm that now. I just got a dog. But I'm in that category now. Crazy spinster lady, lives in the woods, growing babies and food in Pali. Yeah. And the reason why that we've been chastised out of society is because we start remembering. You get your menopause, you start remembering. You start remembering your sovereignty as a woman and as a creator. You know, we're all worshipping a man god up there. When mum in the kitchen doing the dishes, there's your god. She's the creator. She actually creates life, you know. So all those men that know when I worked with and worked on the door with me, if you're seeing this video, fucking give up your shit, bruh. Give up your shit. Start thinking about your partner, your mother, your sister, your daughter, and how they're actually treated in society. Feminism, a radical idea that women are people too. I love yous. Let's spit some codes right now. Thank you all for getting through this time of deep purge of the psyche, of the bullshit, of the lies. Give body tea, get the deli lay. In my belly let my body to my mali deli lay. In my body to look at the dollar na. In my malik, in my body to the dollar na. In my key, tell a key, in my belly low. And my body tea, tatty dally low. In my malik, yeah, the tea. Keep a put it to the nally me. In my malik, yeah, the dollar na. And my see, give my mali dollar na. Haux Haux. Shoo. Shoo in your faces. Love yous.